Hello everybody, this video is designed to help you visualize a 3D coordinate plane XYZ by looking at the XY first. Okay? And I'm just using Word here and I'm formatting this object, and you can see I have a point here, -3, -5, and 5, 1 here. And we're going to rotate things and just see what happens, alright? So if I'm rotating, if I'm using this, what this is saying is we're using the y-axis as my axis of rotation. So watch what happens here. When I rotate this, imagine that this x minus, that this point is coming out at you in a circular motion, and it's going to pop over here. Alright, so if I rotate this, what eventually we're going to see is the back of this graph, and x minus and x plus are going to change positions. Alright, I hope that makes sense to you. Hopefully when I get to 180, because I made a 180 rotation to see the back of this. Alright, and you can see x minus is now here and so on. Okay, let's bring that back to 0. Alright, now let's see what happens if I'm using this rotation. This is saying use the x-axis as the rotation. So what's going to happen here, this y plus is coming out at you in a circular motion. This point here is coming out at you, and it's going to land here. And again, we're going to see the back of this graph. Okay, we're going to see the back of this graph. Right? And everything just sort of flipped. Right? Now y plus is on the bottom here. Alright? And let's just bring that down to 0. Okay? Alright, so again, we're seeing the back of the graph. Now, let's bring everything back to 0. Okay? We're back there. So I want you to think about what our graph looks like, right? You know that in 3D, y plus is over here, that's north, and this is here. So how are we going to rotate that? That's our z. What this says is we're going to rotate it so that the origin is our point of rotation, right? Or imagine if z is coming out at you, right? Okay, so if I rotate this, we're going to see that y plus is coming to our right. Okay, don't get too stuck. All right. So that's kind of what we want. Now it's flat. It's just sort of, a 90-degree rotation to the right. Okay. Now what we're going to do is flatten this. So I want you to think about how we're going to flatten this. What I want to do is use this one here. This is going to bring x minus to the back, and I'm going to bring x plus to the front. So watch what's going to happen here. Right, we're flattening this, but we want to get some perspective. So what we're going to do is we're going to rotate it this way. Right? And all we've done is just taken a sheet of paper and just move it in a different way. Okay? All right. And again, this is a difficult thing, I think, to see. But if you can imagine how we're finding points on this, right? Again, we talked about finding that parallelogram here. And then eventually we're going to add our z-axis. All right. So of course, if we had graph paper or something like this all the time, things would be a little easier, right? Okay, here's my xy plane, here's my zy plane, and so on, and then things would be a little easier to figure out where they land. Okay, but we don't have that. All right. So again, you have to visualize again. Think about that parallelogram. Find the xy point first, and then in this case, shift up on the z-axis. Well, I hope that helps visualizing the 3D coordinate plane. Thanks for watching.